All right, welcome back to Perdido Key Gaming. Today we got another random game from uh, online retailer BBN Games. Risky deals. I got an email from the people who, either sell it or stock it, and said, "Hey, you got any questions?" But I don't know if anybody ever remembers Avalon Hill Games, but back in the 60s and 70s and 80s, they used to put out all sorts of games. And I remember my parents had a bunch of these type games like this, and one of them was a equity manager type game that seemed kind of fun, even for us kids. But risky deals, each, what do we got here? Let's take a look. We got a board with a dice score. Orange shares low risk, blue shares high risk, and you're playing, looks like you're playing Jeopardy. So profits and losses related to company ownership, pay $2,500. How to read this table: if your dice score is 5, you receive from the bank $600 for each orange share you own. Pay to the bank $400 for each green share, and receive $1,000 for each blue share you own, and pay $2,500 to West Diamond Mining. So you roll a 5, you have to do all this stuff. Okay, gotcha. If your dice score is 6, 7, or 8, you must invest in a high risk deal. You can invest any amount between $2,000 and your total portfolio value must be a multiple of 1,000. Roll again, and if the score is lower than 7, you lose half of the invested. If your score is 7, you win twice the amount. Only the players that own a company can receive money from the bank when the score is 6, 7, or 8. So you got that. Is a bit of fake cosmetics. You get a bunch of stock cards here. You get a bundle of money, fake money, and a pair of dice, a pair of 6-siders. You get 15 grand from the bank. The aim is to increase your wealth. So the initial money can be invested in stock with the aim of turning profit. There are 3 types of stock in which the players can invest. The 3 types are, as we've seen, there are 4 companies that can be bought. The owners of the companies will earn income from the other players according to the profit and loss board. Okay, so game is played with the 2 dice. Increase your money is the aim of the game. Let's see, as we've seen from the board, all the buying and selling. Must buy or sell stock only during the turn and before rolling the dice. That could be, let's see, 3 types of stock. As we've seen, you can sell this stock to the other players at the desired value, but only through an auction in which all players can participate. So you can't just sell it to one person. So can be invested in companies. The money you get from the bank. There are 4 companies, as we heard before. There is one player who is the bank manager. So what's unclear to me is, which is maybe why they emailed me. You got, a few pages of 1, 2, 3, 4 pages of rules, but buy or sell stock. I mean, how do you actually do that? I mean, do you how do you get your shares? How do you get these? They don't exactly say that. Do you just shuffle through these? Excuse me. You just shuffle through the cards and pick stuff you want to buy. That's a good question. That might require a let's see what the card's like too. Yep, definitely standard. On the back it tells you. Oh, excuse me. It tells you on the back how nominal values, 2,000, share value, max loss, minute max win, risk of loss. So maybe I didn't read the rules correctly or something like that. But and another good thing to have would be, a turn, what happens during turn one, do this, two, do that. I think that's a good idea. Initial money received can be invested in stock. So the bank is obliged, sell the stock, auction process, value of the stock. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't see anything about how to get those or when you get the stock. Maybe I'm just stupid or something like that, but it seems to me that there needs to be a clarification of what you do. I mean, you got your 15 grand. Do you run out, scoop out, just buy low risk stuff, or do you go out and you can buy a combination of low, medium, and high risk things? Do you buy a company right off and just go for the company side, or what? Let me get this one open to see if the companies are at the back. But yeah, I definitely think the rules need to be clarified a little bit, because despite the fact that I can read, I'm having a little hard time figuring out when that happens. So you got your blue, and the companies are at the back. So you got your stock trading platform, you've got your Atlantic Oil and Gas, West Diamond Mining, and Platinum Automotive. And nominal value is 10 grand. So with your 15 grand, you run out and buy a company and some, high risk shares for 2,000, and then you have $1,000 left over. Good question, but I think a little research probably would clear that right up. But anyway, that's Risky Deals from BBN Games. Does not require any particular knowledge. It can be learned in 5 minutes. So that's cool. 2 to 6 players, ages 16 and up, 30 to 60 minutes. The initial money can be invested with the aim of turning a profit. So that kind of, tells me that you use your 15 grand at the start of the game, buy a company or buy shares or buy both, any combination. But 15 grand means you're going to have 7 shares or a company and 2 shares. And basically, you got your $1,000 and you gain money, right? So then you can buy more shares. So, I guess that's kind of I think the way it goes. But anyway, that's all I got for today. Thanks for playing. Leave a like, hit subscribe, and leave me a comment too. Let me know if you've bought this game and played it, and you know how it's supposed to go, and confirm whether I'm right or wrong. Anyway, we'll catch you tomorrow for some more Perdido Key games.